Right now, the Elon Musk and Trump beef just made it to a whole new level. Elon is back in headlines, and this time, he has gone a step further in his plans to take down Trump. He moved past throwing insults at the president and is turning his words into actions, beginning the first phase of his plans to impeach Trump and become the president of the United States. Elon has just revealed that he will be creating his own presidential party. But the question is, what's the truth behind this beef and this move? Is Elon really trying to take down Trump, or is all this just one big distraction? Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos exposing the truth weekly. In today's episode, I'm joined by my cousin Jose.
What's up, guys?
We will be talking about Elon Musk's new presidential party, the America Party. But before we begin, I just wanted to let you guys know I will be on an episode of Jose's show where we will expose the OF influencer house, the Bop House. You won't want to miss this one, as we will get deep into this issue that's destroying America's values. You can find Jose's channel linked in the description. Make sure you go check it out. I want to thank you all. Now, let's get right into it. About a month ago, the world was shocked when out of nowhere, Elon Musk began tweeting insane insults directed at his former president BFF. Unexpectedly, it seemed that Elon had randomly turned on Trump and decided to expose him, going as far as to accuse Trump of being one of Jeffrey Epstein's rich elite accomplices who did horrible things on the island. Elon claimed that the reason Trump didn't release all the names on the Epstein's list was because he was a part of the list and was protecting himself. Elon also claimed that if it wasn't for his support, Trump wouldn't have become president, even stating that Trump's big beautiful bill will hurt Americans instead of helping them. A bill that was finally put in effect. Because of this, he demanded Trump be impeached for what he was going to do. He tweeted out this: "Time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, Donald Trump." This was a serious allegation to make against the president of the United States of America, especially after they were just best friends and seemed so close. Trump responded to Elon, claiming he went crazy and was only saying these things because he found out that the big beautiful bill was gonna cut out the EV tax credit. Most importantly, Elon said he was gonna be forming his own political party. This was Elon sparking a war with the president of the United States. At the time, these claims just seemed like empty threats, but now it seems that Elon is putting actions behind his words. On the 4th of July, Elon asked Americans on Twitter if they wanted a new party, tweeting out Independence Day is the perfect time to ask if you want an independence from the two-party, some would say uniparty system. Should we create the America Party? Here, Elon admitted that there is no such thing as a Republican and Democratic Party, calling it a uniparty, basically stating that both parties are two wings on the same beast. He offered his followers to vote whether a new party was needed. The next day, Elon then posted the results of his poll and announced that he was creating a new party called the America Party, tweeting, "By a factor of 2 to 1, you want a new political party, and you shall have it. When it comes to bankrupting our country with waste and graft, we live in a one-party system, not a democracy. Today, the America Party is formed to give you back your freedom." According to Elon, he's making this party because the other two are one and the same, and both are corrupt. He is presenting this as a solution for the American people, and at the same time, as more shots in his beef with President Trump. The only thing is, if you saw my last video, you will know what I feel about this so-called beef. Obviously, this is all staged, all a ploy to establish their new world order. If you have been paying attention to this election and when Trump was voted in, you would know that Elon tweeted out Novo Ordo Seclorum when Trump officially won the election. For those that don't know, Novo Ordo Seclorum translates to a new order of the ages. Elon confessed that when Trump got back into office, the new order of the ages was starting, which is referring to the new world order. Do you really think it's a coincidence that Elon announced the start of the new world order when Trump was elected and is now claiming to start his own presidential party, the third presidential party? This was all planned. They are destroying their illusion of democracy to be able to fully establish their new world order. Since the beginning of this beef, I already knew that there was something completely off, but now I feel like all the pieces to the puzzle are coming together and we're seeing exactly what they were planning on doing. This is clearly a distraction and a part of their plan. This is the division they wanted, and this is the problem they wanted so that they can be able to offer a solution, which is what Elon Musk is doing. Jose, when you saw this, what did you think about all of this?
Yeah, so my thoughts on this whole process is basically Elon in the beginning gave Trump a bunch of money, over $250 million, $270 million to be, Trump's right-hand man. But slowly, Elon started getting all this backlash from, his, supporters. They were burning his cars. His stock went to the floor, and he really was, having a hard time, being Elon Musk, the guy who's out there, doing all these great things for the country. I think this is all a cap right now, because he basically got together with Trump and said, yeah, let me create a party, that way, I could get some of this heat off of me. And to be honest, we've all seen Elon Musk make empty promises before. He took a bunch of money from people to produce a sports car, which he never delivered on. He also, made speculations on his cryptocurrency Doge, and people went and bought into it, and then nothing happened. So I think this is just another one of those things where Elon says, yeah, I'm gonna make this political party, but it's all a distraction, guys. Let's be real. Elon Musk just wants to be on the good side of things for a while, so that way he can get his agenda across. And then hopefully during the midterm elections, he can get some things swayed back to his side. We all know that he was pretty upset that Donald Trump took away the EV credit, and he was pretty upset that a lot of the things that he thought he was going to accomplish with Trump didn't happen. But that doesn't necessarily mean that he's not friends with Trump, or that they don't have, this move to kind of take some heat off of each other.
If you think about it logically, it's pretty clear. There is no way on God's green earth you can tell me that Elon Musk didn't know about this big, beautiful bill before he started endorsing Trump. This is something that Trump didn't just make in 5 minutes. This is something that his administration, which I believe is not even just Trump, this is something that the higher ups, the elite who really run this country, wanted passed. I believe all of this, like you said, is clearly a distraction, and there isn't no real beef between Elon and Trump. That's why when you listen to Trump talk negatively about Elon about this situation, he's not talking about him like he talks about his other enemies. He keeps it respectfully. He keeps it to a point where he's not really trying to offend him, because it seems like this is all just for that purpose. Now, there's one thing I wanted to bring up. This third party is very interesting to me because I've done a lot of research. The last time we had a third party, if I'm not mistaken, was the anti-Masonic party. This was back when Captain William Morgan, infiltrated Freemasonry and basically wrote a book on all their secrets. I've spoken about this several times. I have videos covering the book, and I personally owned the book and read through the book, and he's literally exposing all of Masonry. Captain William Morgan ended up being taken out by Freemasons, and then the people revolted against Masonry and they created their own political party, which was called the Anti-Masonic Party, which was basically the whole purpose of this Anti-Masonic Party was to be opposed to Masonry and a Mason-ran country, because everybody was already knowing all the presidents were Masons, all the high politicians were Masons, so they wanted to remove Masonry from power. Obviously, this didn't last long and it was wiped out. But now, Elon is almost presenting this same exact technique. He's saying that he's creating the third political party, the only political party that's going to be, free, and he's going to provide us another option besides the Democrat and Republican, which he compares to be one and the same. So this third party, like he said, is opposing these two, this structure that's already set up, that's made to keep us picking from one of the two sides that are really just the same side. So he's coming off like he's on our side. Like he's trying to come off as, I'm fighting for the truth, I'm fighting for what's real. And it's interesting because Elon has tweeted out in the past that America is ran by Freemasons. Like he's positioning himself to be, an opposition to the way that the establishment works. But in reality, from what I see, Elon is a billionaire. He is connected to the same people. He's working with the same people. So it's pretty clear that this is all a move that they have. All of this was perfectly structured. They wanted the reactions of the American people that they're getting right now. Remember, divide and conquer. The best way to get people on your side is to make them believe that you're fighting for something that they need. And that's what Elon is doing. He is pretending to be on our side, but in reality, he is not on our side. He is a puppet just like all the rest. Remember, Elon is the same man that's trying to have robots in your home, the same man that wants to implant chips in your brain, the same man that wore the Devil's Champion outfit where he was basically presenting himself as the Antichrist. This is the same man who did all these things. And now he's trying to pretend to be on our side and fighting for our country and making things right. It doesn't add up.
Yeah, like I said before, Elon Musk is, playing the game so that both sides win. He's always thinking of the next plan in order to get his agenda. Remember, Elon has his own agenda. And basically, the way he came into all of this was because he thought his agenda and Donald Trump's agenda aligned together. So he said, you know what? Let me support Donald Trump and his agenda because I believe I have something to gain from this. Elon is one of the richest and smartest men on the planet. So we all know that he's not going to sit here and go against Trump, knowing very well that Trump has all the chips in the basket right now. He's basically only wants to take some heat off of himself. We all know that he was highly criticized by this move, but he also has a company to protect. He has stock. He has, his billions that he needs to protect. So I think it's very smart that Elon is attempting to do a America party. Let's keep in mind that nothing's been filed yet. He hasn't appointed anybody. He has just basically made the announcement and the threats. But from what we look at and what we know about Elon Musk and his history, there's very little follow through that happens when these types of decisions are made. A lot of times Elon Musk will sit here and, maybe during the midterm elections, turn around and say, my thoughts changed again. He's a guy that's always changing his mind, and he has his own agenda, ladies and gentlemen. And I think that agenda lines up with Donald Trump in some way, shape, or form. Because Donald Trump said it himself, I'll pull government funding from Tesla and SpaceX and any other thing that Elon is involved with. But I think that was a move to put Elon in a position where he's getting some support. And then none of those things are going to happen, but it gets Elon in a position where he can now take some of the people who may be against Trump and turn them into a way that they're going to now support Trump, but through Elon Musk. That's my take on this thing. And, tell me if I'm wrong.
My whole situation with all of this is that I feel that Trump and Elon are working on the same team. Basically what you're saying as well, but I think it's much bigger than just individual agendas. I feel like there's a greater agenda in play for the country itself. When Elon announced the start of a new world order, that wasn't a coincidence. That he didn't do this randomly on a Tuesday. He did that the moment that Donald Trump was elected into order. For those that don't know, I'm pretty sure all of you guys know what the new world order is. We are living in the new world order. It just needs to be established. The people need to accept it. But everything that's already happening, everything that we see in our country, everything that we've accepted over the last few years, starting from 2020, that's the new world order. When everyone did the lockdowns and everyone was okay with being quarantined and being stuck in their homes, they showed that they already have full power over us. We do what they say. We are the sheep. They herd us, and that's all it is. But now they have to make it set in stone. They have to announce it. And that's what I believe this third America party is. This is that new political party that's gonna, most likely it will go into effect, because I believe this is what they want. I could be wrong. You could be right that it could be empty threats. And like you said, it could all be a ploy simply just to take the heat off of Elon Musk, make Elon Musk look like an adversary to Trump, his enemy, remove all that negativity that he was receiving from backing Trump up. That makes perfect sense. But the way that I look at it is that this was the plan all along. This was what was supposed to happen from the very beginning. This is what the tweet Novo Order Seclorum meant. This is what him showing up with Trump, all of it was about. It was all a move for this very moment, where this third political party is being created, this new political party where Americans choose their own poison, because that's what this is all about. The American people have to choose the poison. If we feel resistance, if we resist to their plans and we revolt, it could be terrible for what they're building and also for themselves. Remember, we allow them in place. We are the ones that accept them to rule over us. We allow it because we believe that if they're not in place, our world will not operate correctly. But in order to establish this new world order, this third political party, they have to get the American people to fight for it too. The American people need to be down with this new world, this new system. And let's be honest, just take a look around right now. Everything that's going on, if you match it with the description of the new world order, you get it to the T. We are in the new world order. Now the only thing that's left is for them to establish it. George Bush, Sr., he said years ago that we were entering a new world order.
Is an historic moment. We have in this past year made great progress. We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
More than one small country. It is a big idea, a new world order, where diverse nations are drawn together in common cause to achieve the universal aspirations of mankind.
Joe Biden, when he was elected in 2020 or 2021, he also announced that a new world order was here.
Point, I believe, in the world economy, not just the world economy, in the world. It occurs every 3 or 4 generations. Now is a time when things are shifting. There's going to be a new world order out there, and we've got to lead it. We've got to unite the rest. There's going to be a new world order out there. New world order out there. New world order out there.
What do you think that we're referring to by this? Now, Elon Musk is literally saying Novo Ordo Seclorum when Trump is elected, and now he's announcing this third political party. This is the new world order, and they want you to vote for it. And Elon Musk is playing this anti-Christ, Trump position where he's the one that's going to get the votes. He's the one that's going to get people to follow him and then establish this new world order. And think about it. Everything that Elon Musk is doing is basically word for word in the Bible. He wants to chip your brain. Just think about that, the mark of the beast. Then he wants to put robots in our homes. We know the dangers of AI and robots. We've seen this scenario play out multiple times, time and time again. It never ends good, yet he's pushing to put them in your home. But in reality, I believe that all the tension that's happening around the world, all the situations that are happening, I feel that it's leading to this new world order, and where we'll see a massive change, like the president's announced, like everything before us. But I don't think that anyone should fall for this beef. Like we both agree here, it's not really beef. It's a manipulation tactic, and it's clearly working. I'm gonna end this one here. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for stopping by. I want to thank you for watching. Make sure you go check out Jose's channel. It's going to be linked in the description. Well, that's it for this one. I want to thank you all, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace, guys.